It's going about 30 seconds time. You need some weights for this one, weights or a band. So you can do rows or presses. Yeah.
Would you be needing the weights from next week?
I think we get, as you come back to classes, just bring them back in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good evening, folks. Here we go. Brighton Outdoor Fitness. I'm Keith, and this evening we're doing our circuit training session. It's kind of a mini circuits. As always, hope you had a good day, and we've obviously got to start our warm up, which hopefully you're going to know inside out by the time we do our outdoor workouts next week, because you need to be able to do that first before we start a 30-minute session. But you can find all that out on the website and on the social media pages and groups. So yeah, we can just crack on with this. Here we go with our 30-minute warm-up. I don't think so. 30 seconds of these 9 warm-up phases. So first one's jumping jacks. Let's go. So nice and easy to start with. Oh, I haven't been back in this Boff studio number 2 for a while. It's all being outdoors, isn't it? It's a bit cooler today, so it's good. A bit cooler, but sweaty. So jumping jacks. Remember, if you're one of our members, just get stuck in. If you haven't done one of our sessions and not filled in a health questionnaire, which you can actually do via the website, at the bottom of the home page, doing heel flicks. Okay, if you haven't done that, you do this at your own risk, but enjoy it, get as much out of it as you can. Good, and doing knee raises. Just keep, so you're doing the heel flicks and then knee raises. I think it's my phone. Good, so keep going, those heel flicks. And into knee raises. Yeah, just halfway up. Nice and easy to start with. That's good, just got to check this timer. All looking good. Brilliant. So halfway up, halfway up. Then into reverse lunge and reach. Big stretch up. Push the hips through. Reach backwards to stretch out through the upper body. Through these hip flexors and warming up the legs. Next we do that squat and twist. There we go, big deep squat, twist, twist, squat, twist, twist. Good, so squat and a twist of both sides. The hands round with the head. Keep an eye on your hands, keep watching your hands all the way around. And into a press-up position and step and reach. Switch. Press up. Whoa. Did quite a few sessions in the last 48 hours. I'm feeling it today. And then back to jumping jacks. A little bit quicker. That's good, just a little bit quicker than last time, just so we bring the heart rate up. And heel flicks 3/4 of the way up. So that's it, when you're tired and aching, this is when the warm-up becomes so important, because it will actually get you fired up, ready to go. Good, and knees up. And 3/4 of the way up. Then we're going to do our forward lunge and twist. Remember, twist over the front leg, just to one side. Here we go. So step, twist, and back. So step, twist. That's good. Twist through that upper body. Step, twist. Nice wide stance, toes and knees in line, squat and reach. As always, remember when you squat, toes and feet in line. So a little bit wider. So the toes should point out slightly. Reach over the top. Big stretch. Down through the sides. And we're going to go back into press-up position. Drop the hips. Stretch out the abs. Lift the hips. Stretch out through the legs. Press up. Abs. Leg stretch. Press up. And again. Press up. And then here we go. One more time through. Into our jumping jacks. Let's do some presses. Might be cooler, but it's already sweaty. And we haven't even finished the warm-up. Hot boff, hot boff. Sweaty boff. Hot and sweaty boff. What more do you need? Okay. And into our heel flicks all the way up. That's good. Just leaning forward slightly. And now bringing the knees up, lean back slightly. Knees up nice and high. Good. Now next move into our leg swings. Here we go. Swing the leg to the front. Stretching out through the back of the thighs. And twist across with the upper body as well. Arm across the front of the body. Get a little bit more of that upper body rotation. Always good. If done under control. Big circles, reach up, and a big reach at the top. If we're doing butterfly, and backwards, big reach. And stretching out the chest. Remember to alternate that upper arm. Then our last bit of our warm-up is our walk out into a press up. There we go. So walk out, press up, and back. Reach. Good, a couple more. One more, and rest. Okay, so just change our timer. Just check this timer too. Okay, so I'm just going to set this timer up because we've got a little bit longer on each of these circuits. Okay, so these are mini circuits. So circuit training just means you go round and round and round and round and round. These are mini circuits. Okay, so you're going to do squats, press ups, and then half sits. Okay, so we're doing this for 5 minutes non-stop. Okay, and you're trying to do 12 reps of all 3 of the exercises, just going round and round that circuit. So hopefully you've got some weights. Obviously on the first, we don't need weights, but if you want to make it more of a weight strength sort of base session, by all means use a weight. I'll be using weights on some of them. Okay, so you're trying to do 12 reps of squats, press ups, then half sit. So the idea of this is not a HIIT class where you're bouncing around and sprinting into the next one, jumping in and out. It's all under control, good steady pace. You finish one exercise, just get up and move to the next. It's a good steady pace, okay? You should be breathing hard, but you shouldn't be blowing and hanging out, okay? It should be good hard work, good strong reps, and you should be getting more fatigue from the exercise than from your lungs, okay? So from your anaerobic fitness, you should be getting more fatigue just by doing the exercises, almost getting to failure on those rather than blowing and hanging out when you're using anaerobic fitness. And you're doing HIIT sessions. So here we go. 5 minutes, doing 12 squats, press ups, and half sits. So if you want to mix them up, do your squats. So 12 reps. Make sure your feet are in line with your knees. Let's keep the feet close on the first ones or normal. Keep that chest up, looking ahead. So you need weights or a band when we do the rows and the presses. Okay, if you've got a bench, by all means use it, because we can mix up our press ups. Okay. So you can do normal press ups, as we're going to do now. And then it's a half sit. Remember, good strong reps. You don't need to do this a million miles an hour. Because it's good steady rhythm, concentrating good technique. Just keep moving. Okay, so this next set, I'm going to do wide leg squats. So from here, feet a little bit wider, toes and knees in line, core engaged, looking ahead, chest up, shoulders back. Don't forget to count. That's for my benefit. So here we go. If you have a bench, this way you can mix up your press ups. And back into our half sit or crunches again, just changing the angles slightly. Squeeze up from here. You're trying to squeeze from here rather than lift from here. Squeeze in. And back we go. So back into our squats. Remember, it's a circuit, so you're just going round at a good steady pace. No jumping, no going crazy, just good steady rhythm from one to the next. Really concentrate on good technique. Halfway, by the way, halfway, that was the beeps. Wasn't the bird, it was the beeps. Again, changing the angle of our press-ups. Good strong position. Forcing the hands into the bench or the floor. So remember, you're trying to do up to 12 reps max. If you fail before 12, that's fine. Just move on to the next exercise. So it just keeps the whole thing rolling. If you need to stop, move to the next exercise. Concentrate, really good strong reps. Good, now going back into wide leg squats. Force the heels into the floor. Ensure your feet and your knees are in line. Your feet don't want to be pointing forwards when your knees are going that way. Feet that way, knees that way. That's another 12. Round we go. Okay, got about 45 seconds left. That's good. And back into your crunches or half sets. And back into our squats. And rest, wherever you're at, rest. Good, so you're going to take about 30 seconds. You don't need as much rest when we're doing your HIIT sessions. Again, this will just keep the whole thing rolling. So this time you're going to do lunges, rows and full sit-ups. Go in 10 seconds, lunges, any sort of row, full sit-ups. Okay, so I'm not going to use any weights on this. Let's go. Just so I can mix up the reps a bit more. So forward lunges. Remember to step up and back. 10, 11, and 12. So any sort of row, if you've got band or a weight, do bent over row. I've got a big kettlebell, so I'm going to do upright row. Did a lot of those renegade rows yesterday. This is good just to balance it out. They kind of hit your lats here. This will hit more through the centre of your back, right at the top. Feel everything squeaking, creaking. Couple more. And then into full sit-ups. Dig the heels in, come all the way up, all the way down. Make sure you're using your stomach muscles, not lifting up from your neck and shoulders. Let's squeeze up from the abs, roll the spine off the floor. That's good, and then back into those lunges. So again, just to change it, it's time trying those curtsy lunges. So stepping back and across. 2, 4. Get so tired, losing my balance. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Remember, every time you're trying to do up to 12 reps. If you can't make 12, just move on to the next exercise. Remember this, force the feet into the floor, elbows high, squeeze the abs. Good. Back into our sit-ups. I'm going to chuck in some twists this time. So up 1. Don't go too far on a twist, that's halfway. And 12. This time I'm going to go back to forward lunges. Maybe keep that chest up, squeeze your abs. Try and keep your feet shoulder width apart. Try not to overstride, otherwise it'll put you off balance. Force that front foot into the floor. 10, 11, 12. Good. Here we go again. Low, upright row, or any sort of row, so we're hitting those back muscles. And it can be push with, we need to pull with, equal amount. This is pulling up. Good, so about a minute left. That's good. This time I'm going to go reverse lunges. So 1, stand up on the front foot. Force that front foot into the floor. Just before the knee touches the mat, stand up. And 12. Here we go, 15 seconds. And rest. Again, 30 seconds. Then our next 3, we're going to go deadlift. So straight leg or stiff leg deadlift. So from here, bend it down and up. As always, if you're not happy with your back when you do this one, okay, do our hip bridge. Okay, so hip bridge or deadlift. And then shoulder press and reverse crunches. So everyone ready? Deadlift, shoulder press, reverse crunches. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So nice straight legs, or make sure you feel that stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Through the glutes. Not to push the hips through. Just go far enough it stretches your hamstrings, isn't pulling in your lower back. You need to make sure your back is flat. Okay, not arched. It's really important. So not hunched over, back is flat. So when you're here, down, pull through. Pull through. 12 reps, and then shoulder press. Good. Okay, reverse crunches. our marveling hanglers, Les likes to call them. In. You're really trying to bring those knees into the chest. So go back into our deadlift. Good strong presses, or pull, sorry, through the back of the thighs. And a strong, tight core, stretch, and then pull up, squeeze those glutes as you come up and push your hips through. That's good. That's our shoulder press. Force the feet into the floor, slight bend in the knees, squeeze the abs. Good, back into our crunches, reversal super crunches. Kick those legs out. All the work in the abs, nothing in the lower back. Good, all here. Great work, guys. Halfway on this one. So again, good strong straight leg deadlifts. Have a careful, under control, concentrate on what you're doing. So stretch, pull. Again, 12, good. Shoulder press, big waist, big reps. Couple more. Oh, good. 90 seconds to go. Minute and a half. That's a good one. One more minute. Get back into our deadlifts. Stiff legged, or sometimes known as Romanian deadlift. And the constant good technique. Look after your back. Just stretch through the hamstrings. If it's pulling in your lower back, you're probably going too low. So no discomfort in your back, just a stretch and a work through the hamstrings and the glutes. Squeeze those buns. Good strong reps. 10, 11, 12. Good. 10 more seconds. Let's squeeze in some of these low crunches, super crunches. And rest. Okay, take a minute, grab a drink. Okay, so this one's called circuit training 5-4-3. So we're going to do exactly the same thing, but this time for 4 minutes, and you're doing a maximum of 10 reps. Okay, this will be a slightly longer session. So if you only want to work for 45 minutes, you'll do this one, and then you can go and stretch on your own. If you're happy doing about 5 minutes, let's say 5 to 10 minutes, a little bit longer, 5 to 10 max. Okay, the last time around we'll do this is 3 minutes. You do a maximum of 8 reps. Okay, so you can decide after this one, forget about that for now. So the next thing you're about to do is exactly the same. This on a maximum of 10 reps. Okay, the same exercises. Squats, press-ups, half sits first. So you can actually pick the pace up a little bit or go for heavier weights. It's up to you. Okay? And in 5 seconds, remember 4 minutes, squats, press-ups, and half sits. Let's go. So I'm going to use a slightly heavier weight. Good. Then press-ups. So I'm going to go for the hard ones first. And into those half sets. Good strong reps. Again, 10. And again, we're just changing these squats. This time I'm going to go wide. Again, using this much heavier weight. Force those feet to the floor. 9, one more. So 10 reps max. 10 reps max. And keep that steady rhythm. No need to rush. And again, 10 good strong reps. Let's do some crunches this time. And back into our squats. Go around again. 2 minutes to go. So halfway. So I'm doing normal squats. Feet shoulder width apart. Toes and knees in line. Ten reps. Again, just changing the angle on these press-ups. And again, 10. Back into our half sit. Good sweaty boff. That's good. And again, squats. Let's go wide. Wide squats with a big one. Again, take your time through the reps. Just keep moving. That steady rhythm. Get that chest up. Looking ahead. And back into our press-ups. Good, about 20 seconds to go. So press-ups, back into half sits. That's good. Good, now that's 3, 2, 1, and rest. Going to take 30 seconds. Then we go straight to our next 3. Remember, our next one was any sort of a row. So lunges first, then a row, then full sit-ups. You can vary them any way you want. So lunges, rows, and full sit-ups. Go only 10 seconds. Remember, for 4 minutes, maximum of 10 reps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So lunges first. Get the chest up, looking ahead. Good. Then it's your rows. Bands going up, right row. If you've got the big bands, if using a towel or a short band, put it apart and do bent over row. That's it. Back to full sit-ups. Remember, curl up, 10 reps. And 10. Go for our lunges. Go reverse this time. Remember to force that front foot into the floor and stand up. Nine. One more. 10. Good. Here you go. Our rows. Hitting these important back muscles. And 10. Let's go full sit-ups. Chuck in some twists. Up, twist. Halfway. That's great. Let's go back to forward lunges. Chest up, step. Just before the knee, or just as the knee touches the mat, stand up. And be going up and back, not just pushing backwards. Stand up and back. And 10. Great work. Okay, keep that steady rhythm. So we breathe in heavy, but not blowing, okay? One more for me. Got about a minute left. Dig these heels in. Fingertips on the temples. Good, our next we're going to do is curtsy lunges. Remember this one, just step, back, drop. Keep that front foot pointing forwards. Step across. Force the front foot, front heel into the floor. Let's go, drive it in, 9, 10. Back into our rows. Got about 10 seconds. And rest. Take a minute. Take a whole minute. Grab a drink. Got one more set to do. You'd normally have about 2 minutes left to go. Okay, if you do this next set, you're going to be working for an extra 10 minutes before we stretch. So if you haven't got time, maybe start this one, do the first set, and then go. But if you can, stick with it. Okay. We'll still only finish about 10 minutes late, at the very most. Okay, so this time, same drill, or three sets of exercises. Okay, and this time, we're working for 3 minutes. Okay, and a maximum of 8 reps. So 3 minutes and then 8 reps. So if you can, stick with us. We're going to hit this one now. So back into our squats, press-ups, and half sits. Only 8 reps. Good steady rhythm. Again, you don't need to go mental just because it's right near the end. Just carry on with what you're doing. You're doing great. Okay, squats, press-ups, half sits. Let's go. It's our last time around. So squats, 8 reps. And 8. Good. Press-ups. I'm going to go for the hard ones again first, or harder. And then half sits. 8 reps. And here you go. This time we're going to go wide leg squats. Three. One more. Just make sure your toes and feet and toes are feet and knees are in line. To make these press ups harder, let's do triangle, the diamond, triangle, close hand press ups. That's good. And crunches. Yeah, just changing these exercises slightly, changing the emphasis. And round we go again. Squats. Maybe you're going at your own pace. That's the beauty of these circuit training ones. You don't have to keep up with any timers. You go at your own speed. If you're struggling, just take a breather. It's easy. Go heavier. Go harder. There you go. Press ups again. About 45 seconds left. That's good. And back into our half sits. Here we go again. Oh, a couple of extra ones there. 25 seconds left. 6, 7, 8. And some more press-ups. Let's go incline. And rest for 30 seconds. 2 down left, 2 go, 2 down, 2 left, 2 left. So 6 minutes of fizz. 6 minutes of fizz. So remember this time, lunges, rows, and full sit-ups. Here we go to 10 seconds. So maximum 8 reps, lunges, rows, full sit-ups. Let's go. So 8 good strong reps. Get that chest up. And then into your rows. 8. Remember your control on the way down as well as on the way up. Don't just drop your weight. Up and lower. Up, lower. So working both ways. That's my heart rate monitor. And then full sit-ups. That's good. Here you go, back into lunges. I'm going backwards this time, or reverse. Go chest up. 8. And let's back into our rows. Remember, if you're doing using a band and you're bent over row, or you're upright, whichever way you do them, lower, lift, lower, up, lower. Halfway. So you're getting that movement on the way up, movement on the way down, work on the way up, work on the way down. Throwing in our twist this time. So just the opposite elbow, just onto the inside of the knee. Curl up, especially when you're tired. Try not to lift from your lower back. Back into forward lunges. And step up, step up. Good, so it's really important you stand up and back and you're not just pushing backwards, okay? Step up and back. And 8. Here you go, our rows. 30 seconds to go. Back into our full sit-ups. Curl up. Don't lift from the lower back. All the work's here. Curl up. And rest. Great work, folks. Great work. This is it. Rest there. Take 30 seconds. 3 minutes of fizz and we're done. You'd normally finished by now. So our last set, our deadlifts or our hip bridge, okay, shoulder press and reverse crunches, going in 5 seconds. This is it, 3 minutes. Let's give it a good steady rhythm, good strong reps. Remember, stretch and then pull. Just stretch through the hamstrings, no discomfort in the lower back. This one's really important for that. You can mix the shoulder press up as well. It's known as an Arnie press. After Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just brings in a bit of that rotation. Okay, and then we're into our reverse or super crunches or Marvin Hagler's. There's Les. Calls them. 7, 8. Round we go again. It's a circuit, just going round and round. Like boff gerbils, just going round and round and round. Your mini circuits. Okay, so I can do a hammer press. Now it hits the spot, probably because they're quite heavy. And 1, 2. Try and fully extend the legs. If you find this tough, stay up a bit higher. Okay, don't fully extend the legs if you can. Low and far, low and far. Here we go, final minute. Let's see if we can get around again. Stretch, pull, squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings. And 8. Back into our shoulder press. That's good. That's 30 seconds. Definitely do another one. Another exercise, that is. See if we get his deadlifts in. Stretch legs. Remember, working through the hamstrings. Last one. 8. Great work, folks. Great work. Whew. Hot and sweaty tonight. Will not be sunny. It's definitely sweaty. Great work, folks. Well done. Just take a minute, catch your breath, and then we'll go into our stretches. Did great this evening, folks. Good evening, Nick. Hope you had a good session. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And AD, can't see anybody else on there, using a different system. Okay, so let's do our calf stretch first. Change legs. And up we come to do our hamstring stretch. Okay, so if anybody's into running, 6:30 tomorrow up on Devil's Dyke. There's 2 routes, one for kind of intermediate and beginners, and there's one for intermediate and advanced. The beginners one's over the top of the downs towards Treeley Hill, which is heading west from Devil's Dyke Pub. Or the other route is 2 laps of Devil's Dyke itself, coming right up through the middle of the dyke. Probably the toughest half 5k in Brighton. Change legs. I'm not selling it, am I? So that's 6:30 tomorrow morning. You can just hear all those people have got used to their beds and their lie-ins go, you must be kidding. And I'm mega looking forward to Monday and Tuesday. They're the ones already booked. Monday, we already have 60 people booked in. And there are slots left at the 6:30 session, I think. Oh. The 10:30 session. 10:30 session is still slots on Monday. So you can go online, you'll see where the empty spaces are. Just fill them up. And the idea is we're trying to get as many people through these as we can, as best we can, safely, and we're still with a hoofing workout. So you can basically book a week in advance. So you should now be able to book in for Wednesday morning, lunchtime, or whichever ones we've got on the timetable for Wednesday. So it's done like that just so we don't get people booking up loads and loads and loads and loads of sessions in advance and then cancelling them and people missing out. Okay, just trying to make it as fair as possible. We do your chest stretch. It's threatening to rain all day and it hasn't really materialised, has it? In parks and gardens need a bit, so they're all looking a bit parched. Okay, do your shoulder stretch. If you're coming to the run tomorrow, see you there. It's going to be a cracking one. Perfect for running, a bit cooler. A slightly cooler breeze, which you're going to need when you come up the dyke. Make sure you've done both shoulders when you do the stretch. and rest there. Great work this evening, guys. Well done. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And we'll see you on the next one. Good work, guys. Well done.
Thank you, kids.
Cheers, mate.